What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. We're still in the dog days of the winter, and, new games are right around the corner, but not quite yet. And, I actually use this time in my personal life to go back and, I play a lot of old games. I have a whole third channel on that. One video and one game coming to that channel very soon is the one behind me here, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And it got me thinking, got me wanting to make a video for this channel, just kind of talking about how much I miss Kingdom Hearts. Now, this is kind of in collaboration with the crazy reminder that it's been 6 freaking years since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. So, Birth by Sleep is a big catalyst of this, and I want to mention that. But I also, whenever I think out loud that Kingdom Hearts 3 has come out or did come out back in January of 2019, firstly, it doesn't even feel, it actually is kind of both, right? It doesn't feel like that long ago. 2019 being 6 years ago is actually kind of shocking, right? We're like getting to that age. We're saying, oh, 2015 was 10 years ago. It sounds insane, but it's true. Same thing here. 6 years since 2019, nuts. Kingdom Hearts Remind was back in 2020, right? I think, again, sometime in January, maybe early February of 2020. I didn't like Remind much. Remind was basically just a reskin Kingdom Hearts 3 plus a couple extra stuff. But we're going to get away from that. Bottom line is, it's been a long time. I did play Melody of Memory. I liked Melody of Memory for what it was, but I'm missing it. I'm really missing Kingdom Hearts, and it's just, again, a reminder of how long it's been and how I can't believe that we've actually done this again. And if you think about it, going from Kingdom Hearts 2, which I think was like 2005, going from Kingdom Hearts 2 all the way to Kingdom Hearts 3, you say, okay, 14 years. That is an incredible length of time, and it's kind of disgusting it took that long. But then you think, okay, well, we did get like 6 games in between it. There was Kingdom Hearts stuff happening between 2 and 3. Okay, there was. In fact, we got some of the better games in the franchise during that time. Now, they're all special to me in their own way. Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite franchises of all time. But, we got, well, for example, Birth by Sleep, right back in 2010. An amazing game. Maybe a top 3 Kingdom Hearts game, to be honest with you. And that was like smack dab, right? Well, not necessarily in the middle. I think it was actually technically closer to Kingdom Hearts 2 than it was to 3. But, that was during that era. But it's nuts that, we went 14 years, and yes, there were games in between, but, we're doing it again. In fact, we're almost halfway there, right? Next year, if Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out even, say, late 2026, we did it again, where we went 7 years, at least 7 years, between, games, right? So from 3 to 4, 7 years, and you could argue, yeah, there was Remind, there was Melody of Memory, there was maybe Missing Link if that game actually ever comes out, but still, it's like, how did you let this happen, to Kingdom Hearts again? Now, jumping to the Birth by Sleep thing, so, I want to do a whole retrospective. I think I got some really fun stuff actually planned for Birth by Sleep. The game's a masterpiece, okay? The game is so freaking good, and it made me miss Kingdom Hearts, I would say, in similar and different ways than just the length of time. The length of time is kind of just like a stark reminder that, what in God's name is happening. But then, playing a really good Kingdom Hearts game, and again, they're all good in their own way, but playing one of the better ones, okay, because I'm not going to put it up against Chain of Memories or something ridiculous like that. Birth by Sleep is top tier, and I don't know, look, going into a Kingdom Hearts game is just so special, and even playing Birth by Sleep, I think to Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think to just how special it is firing it up and being in that universe, watching, Terra, Ven, and Aqua going through their stuff, seeing the Star Wars parallels, by the way, more than ever before. Terra and Xehanort, by the way, is exactly Anakin and Palpatine. It's literally just stolen from it, but that's okay, because I can respect both of them. But, it's so good, and it's so special to me, and yes, it brings back memories of me first playing it, but it just has something different. There's nothing quite like Kingdom Hearts. I think for me specifically, you could say, well, Alex, you're not really being specific. Well, let me give you specific. It's the way they tell their stories. It's the writing, it's the characters, it's the themes of it. And yeah, it goes light and dark, and we've seen that before in other things such as Star Wars, which is very close. But, it's just so special to see these stories, hear them, even if they're not all amazing. I've talked long about it, and we made videos back 6 years ago when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. That is one of the weaker, lore type story games. It let me down tremendously. I think it let a lot of the diehard. It's one of the best Kingdom Hearts games in a lot of other ways. And the deep, rich, just story they've been telling for it wasn't it. It was not it. But I will tell you, still playing Birth by Sleep, I think to Kingdom Hearts 3 and say, there's nothing like it. There's nothing else like it. You know, when you play in Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, it's letting me down. Yeah, it's not, you know, doing the things I thought it was going to do. But you say, well, what other game can even get me into that mood, that mindset where I'm even expecting these type of things? Like, what game can really do it? I don't know. It's a special thing. Really, only Kingdom Hearts. I mean, okay, maybe there's other games. It's not, I don't think Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise, but it's definitely maybe top 5, top 3. But yeah, it's a game that's just so special and so unique, and so you can just kind of fall in love with the characters, with the story, with I mean, the gameplay. You know, I mentioned Birth by Sleep. It's where if you don't know, you know, there was like a turning point in Kingdom Hearts. They tried some wild and wacky stuff with like Chain of Memories and stuff, but I think they turned a corner, and I think they did a really good job with Birth by Sleep. It's a really the camera work is still kind of working against you, but it's a fun game to play. It's just special, and it makes me miss not even just good Kingdom Hearts. It makes me miss, I'll take anything. I'll take literally any Kingdom Hearts. Melody and Memory, I don't know, because it's a rhythm game, and I mean, I love the music. It's so good, and kind of another recap type game, and there is that new stuff, you know, the very end of Melody and Memory, but I don't know, I would kind of prefer just like an actual Remind doesn't count to me, so Kingdom Hearts 3 was really the last one. I'll take another one. I mean, obviously Kingdom Hearts 4, but one final thing I guess I should say, another thing that Birth by Sleep, and this is just kind of where we're at in the industry, but a thing that Birth by Sleep is also like just a slap in the face kind of reminder is that you'll never really get games like that again. And, you know, I guess I mentioned Melody of Memory and stuff, but generally, even Kingdom Hearts has been hit by like the plague of the industry where you're not getting that kind of stuff anymore. You're not getting spin-offs. You're getting the main entry titles, and they don't got time for games that come out every 2-3 years. You know, you think to like 358 over 2. You think to like Coded, and obviously Birth by Sleep, you know, in of itself. You know, when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, we did multiple videos on this channel talking about the future, and it wasn't just Kingdom Hearts 4. I've thrown around the idea of a Birth by Sleep 2 for 6 years. Many people have done stuff like that. You could do stuff with some of like the Roxas and Lee gang and whatnot. So, but the sadness of it is that you get a game as good as Birth by Sleep was, and then there's just, you're probably not getting that again because games take 4, 5, 6 years. It doesn't take 2 or 3 anymore. And Nomura is not getting any younger, right? And it's like, actually, even just him and even just the story we've talked about, like, this guy's close to retiring. He's like, not gloating about it, but he is talking very, very specifically and very like obviously that he's done soon. He doesn't have time to make 4 more Birth by Sleep spin-offs and then a Chain of Memories 2 and then a Kingdom Hearts 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have the time, and we don't have 30 years, you know, which it would take to make all those games nowadays. So that's another like sadness kind of thing, honestly, that Birth by Sleep makes me think, where it's like, I don't know, it was one of the better games. I mean, they always have performed pretty darn well. Like, could we see that gang back again? God, I hope so, because I freaking love Ventura Aqua. But, you know, could we get a Birth by Sleep 2? Maybe. But just in general, like, the idea that you could have so many in-between games between 2 and 3. Look, I know it messed with the lore, and I know it made it harder to understand, and many people just didn't even care about those games. They only played 1, 2, 3, right? A lot of, like, just average Joes played 1, 2, 3 and called it good. Nobody played Coded. Nobody played 358 over 2, generally, okay, generally speaking. But I think it actually enriched it. I think it actually made the series far better than it would have been if you just did 1, 2, 3. That's maybe a hot take, but that's something I'm very determined, you know, in saying out loud. You'll never get that again. And even just the spacing of it, yeah, it took 14 years, but you had all these games kind of come out in between. Well, here we are now. We're going to go probably on 7+ years in between 3 and 4, and you've got, I guess, Melody and Memory, but you got nothing else in between it, right? There's not 2 or 3 games to kind of like quell our, you know, anticipation and like, you know, stop us, right? Stop us for a couple days, a couple weeks every 2-3 years before we get that next numbered title. That doesn't happen anymore. Now you have to wait 4, 5, 6 years between one and the other, and there is no in between. Maybe we get for the 9th time another collection. Maybe that ends up happening, but that's it. You know what I mean? It's not, you're not gonna get these Codeds and 358s and Birth by Sleep type games anymore. I just don't really believe so. So yeah, just kind of wanted to go on a little bit of a rant there. I miss it. I love talking about it. I love it. And playing currently when I'm recording this, I'm playing through it. Probably when the video goes up, I'm done. I've replayed it for the 5th time or whatever it is, but I freaking love Kingdom Hearts, and I want it back in my life. I will patiently wait 1 more year. 2026 though, though. My patience is done, and I need something. I need something in 2026. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.